Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon White, and we just defeated N yet again. As usual, using Pokemon that he must have just recently captured. But hey everybody, this is Mistralton City! Now the thing about this town is this is a town that revolves around aviation, and who's that? Who's that? Who's this? Oh hey, Minerva, right? Let me see your Pokédex for a moment. What do we have here? So you found 69 Pokemon, eh? Staggering! You've seen a Clink! You're becoming quite the trader. Excuse me, I was a little excited and forgot my manners. My name is Juniper too. Cedric Juniper. So are you like her husband or something? Heh, the professor who gave you the Pokédex is my daughter. Oh! So he's apparently Professor Juniper's father. That's kind of interesting. That girl has told me a lot about you. It really makes it my day to meet you. In honor of our meeting, I'm gonna upgrade your Pokédex. Ooh, upgrade! Wow! So what does that mean? Catch some Pokemon can change forms even when it's the same individual. If you have already seen a form, you can check it with this whenever you want. I also added a function to make searching easier. Okay, I guess that's kinda nice. And hey, there's the gym leader of this town. Professor, who's that trainer? Oh, I forgot my introductions. Skyla, this is a friend of my daughter's. Minerva's traveling around Unova to complete the Pokédex. Oh, I see, so that means you'll be challenging the gym. And I am the leader of that gym. Yep, that's right. You should challenge this gym. If nothing else, this gym is really out there. Yeah, Cedric is right about that. I am not kidding when they... Oh wait, Skyla mentioned Kanto. That's kind of interesting. Ah, Skyla, if you keep frowning, your face might freeze like that, and that'd be a shame. Especially in this cold weather in winter, right? People in Pokemon, we all have to help each other out. See you later. But yeah, Skyla is the gym leader of the city, and she uses flying-type Pokemon, of course. Hence her name. Sheesh! It's hard to believe that a happy-go-lucky guy like that could be a world-renowned Pokemon professor. Heads up, Minerva. As a gym leader, I'd be happy to have you challenge at the gym, but there's something I need to take care of first. Let me guess, Team Plasma? Just now, as I was flying the cargo plane, I saw something on top of the Celestial Tower. Team Plasma? I'm sure that is a sick Pokemon. If it is, I can't just leave it there. I have to look into this right away. I'm leaving for Route 7 Celestial Tower. You can come along if you want. Okay, this is totally sounding like a moment from Gold and Silver, because... And quite conveniently, Jasmine was the 6th gym leader of Gold and Silver, and Skyla is the 6th gym leader of Black and White. So instead of taking care of Team Plasma, I guess we have to take care of a sick Pokemon that's on top of a lighthouse. I mean a tower. And yeah, in Gold and Silver, it was a sick Ampharos that was at the top of a lighthouse. But this time, it's a sick something. I don't know what the sick Pokemon is. I don't remember. On top of the Celestial Tower on Route 7. Now, the Celestial Tower is a really, really awesome building. I love that building. And there are 2 Pokemon that we can also catch in the Celestial Tower, so I'm hoping that we can actually catch one of those. So that'll be really cool if we could do that. But also, what I want to do is I want to put Brock in the party, because there's something that we can do with Brock. And I'll show you what that means, and it's probably going to be really sad for me to do this, but let's do it anyway. I'm going to do this with Brock, but I don't know why I just put Marek out of the party, but actually, let's check out some of the Pokemon we just caught. So, I caught a Charlotte. I caught a Joltik named Charlotte, and she has a sassy nature. That'll lower her speed, but it'll also raise her special defense, so I guess that's kind of interesting. And her ability is Compound Eyes. That's actually a really good ability, because that'll basically raise her accuracy, so that's really nice. So the move she has a specialty attack called Electro Web, and that is an electric attack that will lower speed. So that's really nice. And that Compound Eyes ability will give her an accuracy boost from that. And then there's our Clink, who is docile in nature and has the ability called Plus. Now, Clink could have 2 abilities, Plus or Minus, but I don't really like to use Clink in double battles that much, so I guess I could catch another Clink with Minus, but whatever, I don't think I'm really going to worry about it that much. And what did I tell you? This one knows Thundershock. And of course it knows Gear Grind, and it knows Charge, and it knows Bind, and yeah, I'm not going to worry about that too much. I'm going to train these guys later, but I'm also going to put one of my fighting Pokemon in my party right now. And, I'm probably going to take out Lassie, just because I can hold off on training her for a little while, especially since she just evolved. And there's nothing too special about Lassie after she evolves, basically higher stats and everything, so yeah. And I think Cygnus will actually evolve at some point too, so I'm gonna replace Blue Eye with him. And I'm gonna replace Fluffy with Flick, so that she gets a chance to battle for a while. And I'm gonna replace Lucian with Iago, for a similar reason. Oh, and there's also my Drillbur. And so Monty has a naive nature. That's a pretty good nature. And he has a Sand Rush ability. I forgot what that does. Let's check it really quick. So boost the Pokemon speed in a sandstorm. That's kind of interesting, I think. I guess every Drillbur has that ability. I don't know if that's true or not, but Drillbur has really high attack and really high speed. Drillbur is basically his physical sweeper. And it's good that this one's a naive nature that'll raise his speed even more. That means he really is Monty on the run, eh? But I'm gonna train him later, and that's probably one of the first things I'm gonna do after I stop this video. But let's explore around Mistralton City a bit, just because I feel like exploring and all. And there actually is something else that we could do on Route 7, so I'm probably gonna go there first, actually. Because there's this thing that we can do with this one hiker that can appear, and there's a shaky patch of grass here. Let's fight an Audino for the heck of it. Who wants to fight an Audino? Who wants to fight an Audino? Let's have Cygnus fight an Audino. Cygnus hasn't fought an Audino in a while. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's see what this Audino is. Okay, Cygnus gained over 1,600 experience, but he did not get to level 32. But actually, one thing I should do right now is I should teach Cygnus how to use Fly. Because Fly is actually a somewhat stronger attack than Aerial Ace, even though it doesn't always hit like Aerial Ace does. Yeah, Fly is only 95% accurate, but that's not gonna matter too much. I'm gonna teach it to Cygnus, because Cygnus can learn it. And Iago cannot learn it. That's kind of interesting. Even though Iago is a bird, he cannot learn Fly. I guess he can't fly until he evolves or something, but I gotta worry about that later. Let's teach Fly to Cygnus. Because I was going to do that from the very beginning, because Ducklet makes a really good HM slave, because he can learn both Fly and Surf. But I'm going to forget Aerial Ace, just because I don't want to make him forget anything else, and he might make good use of Water Pulse anyway, just in case he encounters any Fire or Rock or Ground type Pokemon, but yeah. And there's a trainer over here, but there's this other... Now, the cool thing about this Route 7, actually, is that there are these walkways that he can take in order to avoid the grass. So I'm gonna take one of these and hope that we don't fall and have to walk through the grass. Yeah, I really like these things, actually. And I actually think there is something pretty important. We could just jump off these at any minute. But there actually is this guy in here who I think is important here. Kid, have you caught any Bulldor? If you have, will you trade your Bulldor for my Emolga? But yeah, this is another one of these in-game trades. So we can actually get Emolga, but the thing about it is that we have to trade a Bulldor for it. But that is why I put Brock in my party. But it is kind of sad, because now we're gonna have to say goodbye to Brock. I mean, we've known Brock for a long time, but the truth is I don't really want to have Brock permanently in my team, and he doesn't really have the best nature anyway. He has a bold nature. So I guess all we can do now is just remember Brock for who he was, and I think we'll be better off with this guy rather than just sitting in my box all the time, so let's say goodbye to Brock, and I guess we won't have to say goodbye to him forever, actually, and you'll see why I say that later on. But for now, let's just trade Brock. Bye, Brock! I'll miss you! Bye, Brock! Goodbye, Brock! That's what that screen says now. Goodbye, Brock! And I guess that hiker is named Manny, but hey, we're getting an Emolga, so I guess that's a good trade. Currently the only electric Pokemon we have now is Electra, so they get another electric Pokemon this time. Now, this Emolga actually has a really cool nickname, and I'll show it to you once I get it on my status. Once I get it on my status screen, but let's check out this Emolga that we just got. Let's hope it starts at level 30. Yeah, it does. Now, the Bulldor we traded happened to be level 30, and this one has a Lax nature, so that's not bad. But its nickname is Mini Pete, and you can see that on the bottom screen. So this is Mini Pete. Isn't that like a cool, like the coolest name for an Emolga? That's like the coolest in-game trade nickname I've ever seen. So that's really good. And is my screen even centered? Damn it, I hate centering this stupid screen. Okay, there we go. So let's see what attacks he knows. So he knows Double Team, Shockwave, Electro Ball, and Acrobatics. Now Electro Ball, I think, will do more damage the faster the user is in the target. So that's good, because Mini Pete is pretty fast. And he also knows Acrobatics, which will do a lot of damage if he's not holding an item. And Iago knows that too, so I'm not too worried about that. And I'm probably going to have to take his item away from him in order for him to put Acrobatics to use. But yay, we got an Emolga. That's really nice. But that's the only thing I wanted to do on Route 7 right now. Did that lady have anything to say? I forgot. Let's see. I love the Pokemon moves Mega Drain and Giga Drain. Your opponent's HP is reduced and the user's HP increases. Yeah, I like it too. But I don't want to I don't want to go further around Route 7 yet. I want to explore Mistralton City a bit. And hey, there's another Audino. Alright, I actually have to pause the video during that because that battle turned out to be quite long, and I ended up just eventually switching to Bert anyway. Now, the only bad thing about these paths is that if we stand on them too long, then we'll eventually trip and fall, I think, so I don't want that to happen. Let's just go back to Mistralton City and explore around some more. Let's see what's in this house. These NPCs are going to... Okay, that guy's gonna tell us something cool if we get the Mistralton badge, but this little girl mentioned that Skyla's gym is full of cannons. Now, based on gym design alone, the Mistralton gym is my favorite gym in Unova. It has a really, really, really cool design. Although, another gym that we encounter later on will also have a really cool design, but this one has a really cool design. You'll see what I mean once we get there, but yeah. Our family is very fussy about Pokemon moves. Okay! Oh, actually, these guys are gonna be really important. These guys are move tutors, actually. So, this guy is the move deleter who can... And I don't want anybody to forget a move, so this is not going to be important yet, but this girl over here is a move tutor who, as in the previous games, will buy some heart scales and teach Pokemon a move that they learned in the past. But I don't think that's going to be necessary yet, so I'm going to hold off on that until later. But at least now we know that the move tutor's in Mistralton City, which I think I knew but forgot anyway, and what's this place here? And so this is, I think, a place where we can, I think this is like a control center for all the airplanes and everything, and hey, we got a sharp beak as a keepsake. That's nice, that'll increase the power of flying attacks. So that'll be a good thing for Cygnus to have, at least. Blah, 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 blah. A sweetheart is just a healing item that you can only get by interacting with other people, but since I'm playing on an emulator, I can't even do that in the first place. So that's not going to be too important. I don't know if these people are even going to use anything interesting. Blah 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 blah. There's a Minchino. Minchino, we're so cute. They're almost as cute as Sowaddle. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, let's get out of this place before we encounter too many more chatterboxes. Now there is an item somewhere around here, so I'm gonna see if I can find it. Yeah, there it is, by that plane over there. Yeah, so this here is a TM for Skydrop. Now Skydrop's a pretty cool attack because it's technically a two-turn move. On the first turn, the user will take the foe into the sky, and nothing will happen, and then the second turn it'll attack. So that's kind of a really interesting attack. But maybe I'll demonstrate that someday, and here's an empty vegetable patch. That's kind of weird. I guess there's nothing really else on this runway. Okay. Blah 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 blah. I don't want to talk to you again. Is there anything else in this hangar over here? I guess this is the gym. But she's off to the Celestial Tower, so we can't challenge her yet. Okay, I guess the only thing that we can really do now is head off to the Celestial Tower and take care of whatever Team Plasma is up. I mean, not Team Plasma, take care of the sick Pokemon that's up there. But like I mentioned before, there are a couple of Pokemon that I can catch in Celestial Tower. So maybe if I can get through Route 7 without fighting too many trainers, then we can actually go through the Celestial Tower and catch some of those Pokemon. And this is the last part I want to record for a while, and I don't know if I even needed to use the Pokemon Center, but I just decided to for the heck of it. Yeah. And I think I have a pretty good team that can pretty easily take care of whatever Pokemon are going to be out there. Now, there are a lot of trainers that I think will use a lot of Ghost-type Pokemon, so I gotta make sure that I have some Pokemon who can handle those. I don't have any Dark-type Pokemon. Maybe I should take Laverna out. And I don't want to have both Electra and Mini-Peach in the party, so maybe I'll hold off on trading Mini-Peach until later, because I want to keep Electra in case we run into any Pokemon, so I can put them to sleep and all. I mean, not put them to sleep, use Thunder Wave on them. There are going to be no ground Pokemon in Celestial Tower, so that's good. I want to put Laverna in my party, I guess? Yeah. Let's put Laverna in the party, and... Oh wait, I wanted to keep Electra. What am I thinking? Because Mini-Pete does not know Thunder Wave. And I guess I could have Fluffy cause status problems with Poison Powder, but then it's Poison Powder. Actually, she doesn't know Poison Powder anymore. She forgot it in order to learn Charm, which is going to be better for her comboing and everything. So let's go along Route 7. I know there's an item over there, but I'm going to get it later. I don't really feel like battling any trainers now. I really like these walkways. They just allow you to avoid a lot of these trainers altogether, but we are going to have to battle this one, I guess. Okay, I guess we're going to have to... Oh wait, is this going to be a triple battle? I hope this is not going to be a triple battle. Because I kind of don't want it to be a... Okay, it is going to be a triple battle. I guess we have a triple battle whether we like it or not. I was totally not prepared for a triple battle, but hopefully this won't be too bad. And now the thing about a triple battle is that a Pokemon cannot target... Is that a Pokemon on the sides cannot target a Pokemon that's on the other side. Although I think some attacks can hit Pokemon on another side. I guess maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not true. But I think the position of a Pokemon is important in triple battles. So let's see if we can... I don't know what I'm gonna have Cygnus do, but I guess I'm gonna have him lower somebody's attack power, I guess. I guess he can't use... Yeah, he can't use Feather Dance on the Lightbird, which is what I was hoping to have him use it on, but I guess I'll have him use Feather Dance on the Watchog, I guess. I don't really have a clue. So I'm gonna have Iago use Ancient Power on... Yeah, let's just gang up on the Swoobat, just for the heck of it. Yeah, I'm gonna have Electra use Spark on the Swoobat. And Electra's gonna... And that Viper's gonna start with a cheap fake out, of course. Well, let's see, that Swoobat's using Calm Mind, which is not good, because that'll make Ancient Power do less damage, but I'm not too worried about it, especially if Electra is gonna... Okay, that's... Watchog's gonna use Hyper Fang, and just after Cygnus is gonna use Feather Dance on it. Cygnus is too slow, what can I say? And in fact, I'm gonna have to have Cygnus use Roost on this next turn. So, I'm gonna have Iago this time use Acrobatics on Watchog. And I'm gonna have Electra use Spark on the Swoobat and hopefully KO it. Well, I'm surprised, actually, that my emulator is not slowing down in this triple battle, because usually it slows down a lot in triple battles. I mean, heck, I'm used to it slowing down in double battles, and yay, Cygnus got to level 32, finally. But, yeah. And a Viper's using Assurance on Electra. I hope nobody attacks Cygnus, and that Watchog's just using Hyper Fang on Iago, what he knows is not going to be very effective. But yay, that gives Cygnus a chance to use Roost. Now, Cygnus won't be able to attack that Lightbird over there, although I think he can use Fly on that Lightbird, so... Yeah, he can use Fly on the Lightbird, that's nice. Let's have him use... Well, actually, let's have him use Fly on the Watchog. No, let's have him use Fly on the Lightbird. Instead, I'm gonna have Iago use Acrobatics on the Watchog, and Electra is, of course, gonna target the Lightbird. Yeah. That's what I think I'm gonna do, right? Right? Now, I don't know if that Lightbird has the Limber ability, meaning I can't be paralyzed, but that doesn't matter because the Lightbird fainted. Yay. Well, these triple battles are actually pretty interesting, what do you say? But I think I'm gonna have to stop this video right after this battle anyway. Maybe. Although I think I have a battle with an Autono to cut out, maybe a couple of battles with Autonos to cut out, so I think we could proceed a little bit further. And we have a trainer over there, but I don't feel like fighting that trainer, so yeah. Actually, I think that way up there to the left is the way to Celestial Tower. So if we're lucky, we can... I guess we do have to battle this trainer. Oh well. And I have Cygnus first at the party. I think Cygnus actually evolves to level 33, maybe. So maybe if we're lucky, we can actually... Okay, here's a Minccino. Because Cygnus handle this Minccino? Although I think even if he could, then he won't get to level 33 from it, so... But I think he can get closer to level 33 at least. So let's have Cygnus use Fly on Minccino because Cygnus has not demonstrated Fly yet. Ha! Wake Up Slap was not very effective. And that Minccino tried to use Tail Slap, but missed because we're using Fly. Let's use Fly again. Wake Up Slap is not very effective. Why did you try using Tail Slap on Cygnus instead? Well, at least Fly is doing more damage than Aerial Ace did, so that's good at least. What a dumb Minccino. Used Wake Up Slap when it knew that it wasn't going to be very effective against Cygnus, although I guess it didn't. Yeah. But Cygnus did not get to level 33 yet, and I guess we're gonna have to battle this ranger, or maybe we're not. Okay, so here's Celestial Tower right here, but this is the last part I want to record for a while, so I'm gonna save the game, and it is time to stop the video now. So, in the next part of Let's Play Pokemon White, we're gonna see just how awesome this Celestial Tower is. Celestial Tower is a really interesting looking building, so I'm really looking forward to entering it. So stay tuned for part 41 of Let's Play Pokemon White.